The best gaming mouse of 2017 differs from one person to the next. While some of us demand the low latency and minimal charging maintenance of a wired rodent, others prefer a gaming mouse sporting cutting-edge and convenient 2.4 GHz wireless technologies. Either way, we all crave a handful of customizable macro keys and flashy, color-coded LEDs. Even as consoles become more powerful, PC gaming shall remain. In fact, that your money is better spent on upgraded PC hardware than on the new. Although that's not to say that everyone agrees with us, computers designed for gaming have clear-cut advantages over other devices, the best gaming mouse being one of them. The question remains, however, what makes a gaming mouse the best gaming mouse? That's a question that will be carefully answered in the preceding paragraphs, arranged in the form of a list. Included are the top gaming mice we could get our hands on, each of which has been thoroughly vetted despite the fact that some entries lack full-length reviews. Although you're bound to determine the best gaming mouse for you based on our rankings, doing so is no seamless task. There are a lot of complicated technical specifications that go into gaming mice, the bulk of which we hope to clear up here. In each of our review synopses featured on this list, we've highlighted both the DPI rating and the key facets of each mouse. For newcomers to the world of PC gaming, DPI stands for dots per inch. It's a term that deals with sensitivity, which most gamers typically seek a higher amount of. That's because with a higher DPI comes greater precision and accuracy in your movements. Plus, if you're working with a high-resolution monitor, you'll need a mouse that navigates more pixels per inch. As far as features go, the best gaming mouse might offer an extensive lifespan, a high polling rate frequency for faster response times, RGB lighting and an ergonomic design. Some of the top gaming mice even boast macro keys that can be assigned to any in-game action. What works for you really just depends on how much cash you're willing to part with. DPI, up to 12,000, features, ambidextrous design, 1-to-1 tracking up to 3,500 CPI, 50 million click lifespan. The SteelSeries Sensei 310 is an unparalleled gaming mouse, both in price and performance. The low cost keeps it in line with what you would otherwise pay for a new, AAA game release on Steam, while its exclusive TrueMove 3 optical sensor, produced in collaboration with mouse sensor monopolist Pixart, makes it nigh impossible to compete with. That's because this mouse, with no preference when it comes to dexterity, exhibits some impressive real-world sensitivity results. What's more, the jitter reduction component of the SteelSeries Sensei 310 aims to keep you from making erroneous moves after chugging an entire 2-liter of your preferred citrus-flavored soft drink. DPI, 12,000, features, wireless charging via Logitech PowerPlay mouse mat, up to 24 hours of battery life, up to 32 with LEDs turned off, PMW3366 optical sensor, light speed wireless technology undeterred by years of ridicule for their comparatively higher latency. The Logitech G900 of yesteryear proved once and for all that wireless gaming mice don't have to suck. Though it's merely a subtle iteration on that model, the Logitech G903 only reassures us of that conviction. Gracing a slightly altered G900 design with Logitech's own PowerPlay mousepad that doubles as a wireless charger, the Logitech G903 is an expensive, yet rewarding investment. On one hand, the cost might deter someone who wasn't likely to buy it anyway, but on the other, you're getting a high DPI wireless gaming mouse that contends with even Razer's best. DPI, up to 12,000, features, 50 grams acceleration, 1000 Hz USB polling rate, removable left and right buttons, OMRAN switches, RGB lighting flashy and desirable. There's no confusion as to why the Asus ROG Gladius 2 is a bit pricier than other gaming mice in its class. Boasting swappable buttons, a clickable scroll wheel and a sensitivity toggle, this mouse has all the bits gamers crave. There's even top-to-bottom RGB lighting for an extension of its already handy customization. Although it doesn't feature the swappable weights that many others in its price range do, everything else feels comfortable and up to snuff. Better suited for first-person shooters than MMOs, the high DPI rating and 50 grams acceleration make the Asus ROG Gladius a feat to behold despite lacking features in areas where cheaper mice have conquered. It's obvious from the moment you look at the price tag that the Corsair Glaive RGB mouse was designed to go head-to-head with the Razer DeathAdder Elite. And while Corsair has had a ton of luck with its PC cases, keyboards, RAM, power supplies and cooling systems, a Corsair mouse is automatically a tough sell due to a lack of history alone. Luckily, the company's latest gaming mouse effort is built for comfort, featuring a coating of soft touch paint and interchangeable thumb grips that augment ergonomics even further. At that point, the nearly perfect 3-zone backlighting system and high DPI PixArt sensor, not to mention the niftily included DPI status lights, are a mere bonus. DPI, 12,000, features, 7 programmable buttons using OMRAN switches rated for 50 million clicks. PixArt PMW3360 sensor with 1000 Hz polling rate, RGB lighting, ergonomic design. It's not every day that we see a company known for its sound cards try to take on companies as renowned as Razer and Logitech with a competent gaming mouse of its own. Creative Sound Blaster XM04 is exactly that, however, and it's actually fairly impressive. The 12,000 DPI rating means you won't need to use pointer acceleration to use the mouse successfully. The RGB lighting scheme, which is controlled using Creative's own Sound Blaster Connect software, is displayed across a subtle accent at the base of the mouse. Clearly, the Sound Blaster XCGEM04 is a winner in both function and style. DPI, up to 16,000, features true tracking at 450 inches per second, resolution accuracy of 99.4%, mechanical mouse switches, up to 50 million clicks, Razer chroma lighting, up to 450 IPS, 50 grams acceleration, Razer Synapse software. You know what you're getting with a Razer DeathAdder mouse, and this year's Elite model adds a new esports grade sensor and features the same right-handed ergonomic design as its predecessor that molds into your hand, all while adding 2 new buttons beneath the mouse's scroll wheel to change DPI, or dots per inch, on the fly. While the DeathAdder Elite misses out on more advanced features such as the free spinning scroll wheel that you'll find on Logitech's Proteus Core, the Razer's pretty RGB lighting, customizable lighting with 16.8 million color options through Razer's Synapse software, big and accessible left-mounted buttons and grippable scroll wheel make it the best mice available in the price tier below. SteelSeries has ventured where few gaming mice have dared by adding a black and white OLED display to its rival 700. Of course, you can't just add a screen to something without implementing some sort of functionality. That's why, in Dota 2, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive and Minecraft, this rampant rodent can be used as a customizable tool to enhance your play sessions. In its less utilitarian form, it can also be used to display animated GIF''s. Better yet, the rival 700 hardware is modular, too, giving users the autonomy to snap covers on and off and even swap between a 3 and 6 foot USB cable. There are even tactile alerts in place, set to trigger vibrations when in-game resources are replenished. Overall, a distinct piece of tech. In recent years, wireless gaming mice have cultivated a rather adverse reputation, mainly in response to their perceptible lag. With the G900 Chaos Spectrum, however, Logitech seeks to change your mind. Using some form of wizardry, the company somehow managed to get its polling rate down to 1 millisecond on a 2.4 GHz connection. Accompanied by accelerated coverage of the entire DPI range, zero smoothing and filtering, this gaming mouse is prepared for everything from your next game of Hearthstone to tournament-level Heroes of the Storm. That goes without mentioning an ambidextrous design ideal for left-handed players in addition to a modular button layout. DPI, 6000, features, optical gaming sensor with advanced tracking, contour design, textured rubber side grips, 6 programmable buttons, onboard memory to store custom DPI settings featuring a grippable leather texture down the left-hand side. Using the Corsair Harpoon is like slipping into a comfortable car with leather upholstery. Not a very expensive one, mind you, as the Harpoon is a budget offering that looks and feels cheaper than mice twice its price. Which is to be expected, of course, and with a snappy optical sensor and 6 programmable buttons including a center DPI switch and forward and back buttons on the side of the mouse, you have everything you need to game in any genre. Its average size makes it a good fit for both small and large hands, and Corsair's RGB lit logo on the back makes it look rather cool when rested on your desk. DPI, 200 to 12,000, features 11 programmable buttons and controls, including DPI shift, customizable lighting from a palette of 16.8 million colors, up to 5 3.6 grams weights for personalized mass and balance, surface turnable gaming sensor with Delta Zero tech, 5 on-the-fly adjustable DPI settings, 3 on-board profiles. Weights can be tricky to remove. Logitech's G502 Proteus Spectrum can be customized with up to 6 3.6 gram weights, giving you a lighter or heavier mouse to wield, but it also packs surface turnable gaming sensor packs. Logitech's Delta Zero tech, which lets you use it on a wide variety of surfaces beyond your regular mouse mat. Clicking a middle mouse button lets the G502's scroll wheel spin freely, which helps prevent knuckle strain when navigating long web pages and forms. Add to that 11 customizable buttons including 4 on the left-hand side, a 3-speed DPI shift under the scroll wheel and a logo that lights up 16.8 million colors in the dark using RGB backlighting, and you have one attractive, tech-stuffed gaming mouse. Gabe Carey has also contributed to this article.